Imagine our Philippines, a nation blessed with 7,000 islands and endowed with waters hailed as the center of the world's marine biodiversity. Imagine our Philippines, a nation that struggles with the many faces of poverty. Farmers, fisherfolk, urban workers with very low incomes, families with limited access to health care, young students with no classrooms, children receiving poor quality education, a degraded and abused environment with frequent disasters that make people even poorer. But 40 years ago, 50 Filipino business leaders gathered to make a collective stand against poverty. They united to make every Filipino's life better and make each Filipino community a community of productive citizens. Strong enterprises that employ thousands, sustainable livelihood and quality health care that empowers citizens, quality education for each child, and an environment that nourishes us all. This is the dream for our country, and we in the business community continue united to uplift the lives of Filipinos. PBSP opened its Visayas Regional Office in 1988 and launched the Cebu Hilly Lands Development Program. We responded to the entwined problems of poverty among the upland farmers and the degradation of the watershed.
Sa unang panahon nga pumabot ang PBSP, lisod kayo ang pangita, kaya amon nakuha na mo among pangita ang kanira yung pugas og mais og tamatis. Pag-abot sa PBSP dinhi, daghan nami og nakatunan sama sa pagpananom og high value crops. Niangat among panginabuhi og nakapaeskwela na mismo mga anak og karon nagtrabaho na dinhi sa among eskwelahan.
In the Visayas, we address poverty through the Area Resource Management Strategy. This approach is achieved by providing sustainable livelihood opportunities, giving access for people to basic services, organizing communities into capacitated groups and enterprises, and conserving the environment. In our current 5-year plan, we identified the provinces of Bohol, Cebu, Iloilo, and Western Samar as our priorities. During our first year, our projects have benefited 8,000 households. These projects became possible through the 66 million pesos we raised from our member companies, corporate social responsibility partners, and international donors. In Cebu, the Visayan Electric Company helped make 2010 a record-breaking year for our reforestation effort. Demonstrating its commitment for a better environment, VECO is planting 1 million trees in 550 hectares of the Mananga watershed in the Cebu Hilly Lands and on the coast of Mactan Island. 3,700 employees from over 100 companies joined our reforestation caravan. The environmental consciousness of the companies has created a positive difference in the lives of the people in watershed communities.
Sukad-sukad sa kong pagkabata, karon pagyo ko kagunit na dawat o kwartang nilibo-libo, wa jud nako magdamha nga makagunit ba ko anang kantidara. Magpasalamat ko sa PBSP sa among halin sa among seedling nga among na income. O dili nahuna-huna namo nga dili gid ilalim ang pag-atiman o pag-seedling sa pagtanom pagpatubo sa kahoy.
On the coasts of Mactan and Olango Islands, the Olango Challenge Swim for a Cause united swimmers to build classrooms for elementary school children. Through Motolite's Balik Baterya program, we established 33 learning resource centers made possible from the proceeds of recycled used lead-acid batteries.
Lipal kay mitig na amin libro. Sa una wala mi libro, karunan na. Lipay kay ko karon nga naa ko librong mabasa-basa.
In Bohol and Iloilo, we continue serving rice farmers through technology, credit, and capacity building. We cascaded organic farming technologies like vermiculture so that farmers have healthier agricultural yields and the environment is not harmed during production.
Maka-i-reduce natin ang production cost natin at the same time, tumaas ang yield ng ating pananim. No? Isa yung number one na advantage, no? Sa lahat, hindi lang sa ating mga farmers at saka yung ang economic side niya. No? Kasi kung sa pamilya natin, kung maliit yun ang gastos natin at saka yung production natin tumaas, malaking tulong yun sa atin.
In Samar, our Coastal Technology Center continues to benefit fisherfolk in Maqueda Bay. The knowledge we gain on raising fish species with good market value is disseminated to fisherfolk as alternative source of income. Last year, the European Union engaged PBSP for a 2-year coastal resource management project covering 18 cities and municipalities across 5 provinces. We work with local government units to rehabilitate coastal zones, find alternative sources of income for fisherfolk, and enforce fishery laws. We bring new light to corporate citizenship by integrating community development in the company's value chain. We call this business solutions to poverty.
Our company, Well-Made Motors and Development Corporation, believes on the CSR that can be sustained. While other form of scholarship is just form of a dole-out, here at Well-Made, we make sure that once they are finished, they will also be able to have a livelihood component. Giving scholarship is only 50%. Giving them a future, giving them a livelihood for them to sustain for the rest of their life is also part of the responsibility of a CSR. So at our company, that Pay Forward believes that after they get completed in their studies, we provide them a livelihood. They pay back within 3 years. After 3 years payback, these collections are then pooled in a fund to help support another set of scholars. So this would be a sustainable form of livelihood program. A scholarship, and at the same time helps our company in terms of our expansion. We're very fortunate that through our CSR program, our company has been expanding from both local, national, and international. So these scholars that we have developed through the years have been assigned also to other of our franchisees in Davao and in Kuala Lumpur. So every year, there are at least 15 to 25 scholars coming into our company. So we expect that the Study Now Pay Forward will not only help sustain by helping the poor, those less privileged in life, but also helps our company to sustain our CSR program for the rest of our existence.
While the challenges appear overwhelming, PBSP remains undaunted as a unifying force in the uplifting of lives of millions of Filipinos. For 40 years, we have proven that the collective force of business is both fierce and persistent. As we move forward, we will continue working with you, our members and partners, to have a better country for every Filipino.